I wanna take you for a ride.
We all have the ability to start a crowdfunding campaign. The ability to make a video and sell our brilliant new idea to the world. And although sometimes that works out pretty great, other times, not so much. And today, I've taken it upon myself to find some of the most moronic individuals to ever start up a crowdfunding campaign. Yep, these upcoming gaming related moneymakers are so stupid that they'll leave you scratching your noggin and asking yourself, surely this didn't happen. But, of course it did. A good example is young Samuel Sullivan, who, like a lot of people, seem to really like the cartoon show Sonic Underground. And with absolutely no help or rights from Sega or anyone that worked on the show, he's taken it upon himself to create another season for £500,000. Be sure to hurry, because there's only about a week left on this Kickstarter, and Sammy, well, he's still got quite a way to go. These are the sort of imbeciles we'll be looking at today. So, let's not waste any time and look at 4 Kickstarters run by absolute morons. Gaming Edition.
Hello friends, here I would like to share my result with you and introduce my campaign.
For the very first time, I'm going to cover a crowdfunding campaign that has actually gained nothing. Not one person has fallen for this, although it does still have 1 month left, so time will tell. Anyway, what the hell is Storm of Retro Game Re-Edition? Well, from what I can tell, this guy is literally selling repros of old NES games. And that's it. A collection of old school games like the 6-in-1 Super Mario Bros. Collection, or the 4-in-1 Fight Collection, the 18-in-1 Fun Collection, or the 6-in-1 Rockman Collection, as well as plenty of other collections. Of course, there's an option to buy all 9 re-editioned games, as he puts it, for a whopping $410. That's right. Why bother going to Alibaba and getting one of these crappy 150-in-1 carts for about a tenner when you can spend over $400 on 76 games spread across 9 cartridges? There really isn't much else to say here. It's obviously a crap campaign, selling crap that for once nobody has fallen for. Oh, and by the way, before you go on the funnies and pledge, be careful, as this is also the first campaign on this show that has a flexible goal. It may look like this guy needs a moronic $100,000 to complete the campaign, but in this one instance, it doesn't matter if he hits his goal or not. He can take the total amount no matter how much he gets. And now, I'm going to leave you with the funniest update video I've ever seen for a crowdfunder, where our idiotic host is showing off his amazing re-edition carts on his custom Famicom, all whilst his cat makes him look even more ridiculous.
And select another. Get out! That's my cat. Get out!
Don't blink or you'll miss what is possibly the most simple and boring campaign I have ever come across. Technically it's not video game related, but it is still gaming related. You see, good old James Conine is obviously a big fan of Magic the Gathering. Only problem is, he hasn't got many friends. James is getting more and more wound up with the lack of newcomers to his new favourite card game. And to fix this, you can pay for him to proselytise, in other words convert, players of other CCGs, that's card collectible games, by offering them a free booster draft. which obviously isn't free because you're paying way over the odds for crappy Magic the Gathering cards. If all of this is going over your head, what he's basically saying is, if you pay me, I'll teach you how to play Magic the Gathering, and who knows, you may even become gaming buddies. And how much did this cost you? Well, there are several tiers ranging from $5 to $100, and depending on what you choose, you'll get some of James's old crappy cards to use in your introductory battle. In other words, it's not a crowdfunder, it's a marketplace, and this is why Kickstarter themselves shut the project down when it hit only $2 of its made up $250 target by 2 backers, which I assume are the only 2 people to comment in the comment section, both of which were not fans. Okay, you can class this one as a freebie. Even though I think it's idiotic, I've found a fair few people that for whatever reason seem to really like the idea. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys to make up your own mind. Heck, even 579 backers went for this one. You see, back in early 2016 when the Nintendo Switch was known as the NX, and any mention of people releasing their games onto cartridge were quickly followed by huge amounts of pointing and laughing. The Pico Cassette project started a campaign on a Japanese crowdfunding site called Makuaki, again another first for the channel, with Pico Cassette. Now, the Pico Cassette, not to be confused with the obsolete medium Pico Cassette, was a cartridge that plugged into your smartphone so you can get that old school nostalgic feeling when you want to play retro style games. The campaign was asking for 10 million yen, and like I said, 579 backers got it to a very respectable 4.5 million yen. People seem to really take a shine to this one, and its nostalgia-filled campaign was rubbed in your face even more with the 7-second video that looked like it was played on a warped VHS tape of a sexy pair of lips blowing onto the cartridge. Now, even though this failed, it did end up making its way to the Tokyo Game Show in 2015, where it was demoed, and it worked. I suppose what I'm struggling with is why? Why would you want this? Why would you want to spend the equivalent of about £40, if the low end tiers are anything to go by, on an old Famicom game that's gonna be in the way of your hands when you're playing? How are you gonna fit your headphones in? Can you connect a controller? And probably most confusing of all, can you even send game data through your headphone socket? Or was this phallic looking box just being used to open up a game that's already downloaded on your device? It's all a bit bizarre, and in my opinion, a little silly. But hey, who cares? The project is now dead, as the main guy posted in the update section that the headphone jack free iPhone 7 has made the whole thing pointless. Oh well, on to the next project, which by the way, are POG-shaped QR codes. Get yours today before they, well, give up trying to sell them. Ah, good old Nintendo. Remember when they slapped another Metroid 2 remake, better known as AM2R, with a DMC takedown notice? Well, who cares? In my opinion, this is the way to do it. I, for one, am very much a fan of how this all works out. Nintendo protected one of their best properties, Dr. M64 got to show off his fantastic creation, and it's not too hard for us fans to go and find it, for free, which was always the creator's end goal. Well, whether you agree or not, this guy, Avi Wolfson, was also a big fan of the remake. Here he is gushing about it in the first paragraph of his obviously cancelled Kickstarter. My vision for Super Mario RPG 2 is a sequel as close to the original as possible. For those of you who experience AM2R like myself, it was really great to experience the magic of the original Super Metroid, and I hope to recapture the same magic we all experienced in the original SMRPG as the sequel. The Super Mario RPG 2 Kickstarter needed $10,000. and obviously got cancelled by Nintendo as they slapped yet another DMCA takedown notice, ending the campaign on $93 by 20 backers. Now you may be thinking, damn, that's 20 stupid backers right there, because even if this game did somehow get funded, Avi explains on the front page that he wasn't even going to be making it, and instead he was just going to manage a team of coders to do it for him. Now, don't point and laugh at those 20 backers that fell for this, because just like so many other campaigns, the majority of them were simply following the crowdfunder just to see it fail. And if they lose $1 in the process, then so be it. In other words, out of those 20 backers, only 8 of them actually paid the lowest pledge. Everyone else just chucked down a quid. The best thing to come from this project is reading Avi's delusional rants trying to defend his project to those people that backed it simply to try and talk sense into him. You can even see him kicking off at actual game developers who are trying to help, and others who simply wanted to know how the hell he planned to make such an ambitious project with only 10 grand. You can see him being pretty outspoken as to which backers, aka commenters, he likes and which ones he doesn't, as well as explaining that the team was going to consist of sprite artists and animators that are purchased from Fiverr.com. Yep, Avi wanted to create a game using a team of Fiverr employees. And if that isn't moronic enough, whilst on the subject of Fiverr, did you know that you can actually pay Avi, or Wolfie7 as he's known on there, to gain 10,000 LinkedIn followers? The question we really should be asking here is he using the emails of the trolls backing this game to do this? Okay, that's a bit of a stretch, but still, this is one pretty dodgy dude. And hey, who knows, maybe he's using the emails of the people that brought his book over on Amazon, or the people that brought his secret brown butter white wine sauce recipe back on Fiverr. Either way, Avi seems to be one shady and delusional character, and when it comes down to Super Mario RPG, the kicker is several fan-made sequels actually already exist. And sure, they're not up to this level of quality, and Mr. Wolfson even says this himself. There have been some very poorly designed sequels to the game, and honestly, when I tried these, it felt like an insult to the original game. An insult to the game, Avi? Well, that didn't stop you stealing the logo used for Let's Players for those very games to use on your Kickstarter now, did it? So, is this the end of Super Mario RPG 2? Well, I actually reached out to Avi on Fiverr, who said that yes it is. Now, if you guys wouldn't mind, I've got some brown butter haddock to cook. Cheerio! Hey there guys, whether you're watching this on my Slopes Game Room channel or Larry Bundy Jr.'s channel, I just want to say a big thanks for checking out the episode. This is the part of the video where I give a big shout out to my Patreons, with a special shout out going to Matthew Ritter, Ryan Burford, Ian A. Chapman, Phil Lowlins, Justin French, Pop Goes Rock Band, Gavin Gortendo, Creamy Elephant, James Loveridge, Casey Garner, Blitz, Hedgie Ben Hall, Taylor Almonds, and Killer J. Takikawa, and of course, Tiago Piera dos Santos Silva. If you want to be part of this list, get your name shouted out, get your name shown, come and see what I'm working on, see videos before they're live, as well as some exclusive footage that is only available to my Patreons, then please click the link that you see on the screen. Don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and if you are those people that keep sharing it on places like Reddit and NeoGAF, then I want to say a big extra thanks to you guys. That sort of stuff really does help the channel. But for now, this is DJ Slope signing out, and hopefully I'll see you all next time.